Baropoulos, the CEO of Core States Capital Advisor. Stephen Wood is Senior Portfolio Strategist at Russell Investments. Guys, great to have you with us.
Thanks.
Bill, let's start off with you because in the after-hour session, financials certainly reacting positively to news of this bad bank scheme. What do you make of it, though?
Well, you know, it's real easy to throw rocks after the fact, but I think that the Fed so far has done a great job. So has Treasury. You have to be willing to take risk and try some things and see what works, what doesn't work, and instead of letting money be flushed, you know, change midstream if you have to. And so far, I think so good. I think they're going to get this right, and we are going to get out of the quagmire that we're in.
Stephen, does this make you want to invest in financials, knowing that there's this proposal, this potential for a bad bank to take these bad assets off the balance sheets?
I'm always a cautious guy, and I love working with Russell because we look at risks before we look at opportunities, and I think that's the way most investors should proceed with extreme caution in this environment. But, you know, I'm kind of reminded of my doctoral work that I did over a dozen years ago, looking at markets don't always work, and they certainly don't spontaneously generate. So I think we could impale ourselves on our political ideology, and we need to look at what's likely to work right now. So I think going back to the original idea of the TARP, which is to aggregate these bad assets to liberate healthy capital flowing, is probably the right course of action. And I think I'm going to be a little bit kind to the Paulson-Bernanke strategy of '08. They were looking for market-based solutions to what was not fully understood situations. So that's how we are as America. We look at market-based solutions first, but that's clearly not where we are right now. I think there needs to be a clear set solution that's not going to change. And whatever they decide, they should make that say this is the rules of the game going forward for whatever it's going to take 1, 2, 3 years.
Bill Baropoulos, could you just tell me, people are at home now, they just saw that report by Mary Thompson about these 3 frauds that are, or alleged frauds, I suppose, that are out there right now. What kind of calls are you receiving from people? Tell me what you think the long-term damage is to the psyche of the American investor who looks at that, at these frauds out there. And I don't think there is an ability to roll their eyeballs back any further in their head about what's going on in markets right now.
You're not going to like this, but I think that the American people are pretty disappointed with Washington, D.C., and I think someday the great financial panic of '08 will have stamped on its rear end, made in Washington. It is the Congress that has made dreadful mistakes. It is the SEC who is sound asleep. Okay, $100 billion went to the criminals. $5 trillion was a result of the Fed and the Congress's mess-ups. Fannie and Freddie, don't tell us put $20 billion in and then change the game. Don't tell us that you can allow people to go out and issue securities and do all these things and no one's minding the store. That's ludicrous. Don't tell me that you're going to add FASB 157 midstream and change the game and destroy the bank's capital and then call them speculators. And you know what? Yes, there's a criminal in every corner. That's capitalism. But to paint the entire bloody industry is offensive. I can tell you 10,000 guys in my industry that have worked hard and their left ventricles broke from stress and everything else. And you get a few guys like Nadel and whoever these criminals are, that's 1 per 150,000. Okay. Yes, they should not be there.
Bill and Stephen, we're going to leave it there. Thanks so much for your time. We appreciate it. And we do want to bring viewers up to date with some news out of the markets after the bell today. Yahoo posting its results. As you see there, a big pop in the after